This is Josh with the cord cutting and sports YouTube channel. This video is just going to be an update to the college football guide to cord cutting that I post every year around mid to late August. It's basically posted to my website or my blog, which is just at realcordcutters.blogspot.com. If you haven't checked that out, please feel free to go and look at that. So normally, I post a very, very extensive college football guide to cord cutting, for the upcoming season. That talks all about the different services that are available and, which ones are best for the various conferences and which ones have each channels. And there's also an Excel spreadsheet that I make available where you can download it and type into it the specific channels you're looking for, and then it'll return all the options that have those channels, and it'll also include the cheapest, basically, option that has the specific channels that you are looking for. So it's got all kinds of of information and everything, and also there I have my basically like what I call my DVR, sports guide, which is how you can download, save, sporting events from the various websites like ESPN, Fox Sports, Tennis Channel, so on. Basically, it's kind of a text version of the various videos that you've probably seen on my channel over the last 8 to 9 months. Anyways, with all that being said, so this is just an update a couple months before the season is scheduled to kick off, and I'm just going to kind of talk about some of the things that have changed with the kind of 6 main streaming options that are out there. Sling, YouTube TV, Hulu with Live TV, Directv Stream, Vidgo, and of course also Fubo TV. And so I just want to talk about basically, as I said, things that have changed in the basically past 6 months since the college football season ended, and also just kind of where things stand for each of the services. So for Sling, what has changed in the past 6 months? Well, not much. They haven't raised prices or come out with any new plans or packages or anything. They still have their 2 basic plans of orange and blue that are separate. They're each $35 a month. Or if you sign up together, you get them both combined for $50 a month. So, it's obviously a discount if you were buying them each separately. There's also, so the Sports Extra add-on, which is $11 a month, and it's for both orange, and there's one also for blue. Some of the channels overlap in them, but there are some channels that are unique or specific to the orange plan, like the ESPN channels, versus the blue plan, which has, say, the Fox channels. And if you get the orange package and the blue package, and then get Sports Extra, which would then include the sports channels from both the orange and blue Sports Extra packages, that's still $65 a month. The basic DVR is only 50 hours. I mean, they do have an option to upgrade, to about 200 hours of storage, but they do have a DVR now, but it's only, measly 50 hours. And the most important thing to be aware of is that they still only allow one stream on the orange package, so that specifically means the ESPN channels in terms of college football viewing. So anything that's an ESPN channel, including ACC network, SEC network, whatever, you're still limited to only one stream. Next, we'll talk about YouTube TV. So what has changed with YouTube TV in the last couple of months? Just like Sling, nothing really in terms of college football related viewing. They still have one kind of just main base plan at $65 a month. There is, a Sports Plus add-on, which is $11 extra per month. They also do have now an add-on to view events in 4K resolution, which also includes unlimited streams, basically inside your home network. That add-on, when it was officially released, was priced at $20 a month, but if you go to their website, it doesn't have an exact price. If you look up the support articles on it, it doesn't give an exact price. It's just kind of vague wording about how, well, you log into your account and then you go, to add it, and it'll show you what the price is at the time. So I don't know if they're discounting for some people or what they're doing with it, but it was originally advertised as an extra $20 a month to view events in 4K and also get, again, unlimited streams. YouTube TV allows 3 simultaneous streams for all of its channels. Their DVR has no space limitations, but you can only keep recordings for 9 months. Again, something to keep in mind because of that. If you want to save events, you want to watch them longer than 9 months. That's why you want to download them. You want to record them to your hard drive, to your computer, so that you can watch them in the future for as long as you want. That's what the purpose of my other videos that are out there on the channel. And one last other kind of unique feature about YouTube TV is that it now has reached an agreement to carry PBS in, I believe it should be all markets. Don't know if it has it in every single one. But in most markets, there should be a PBS affiliate available, which most of the other streaming services do not have. Now, Hulu with live TV. What has changed for that service in the past 6 months? So there's 2 things just to be aware of. The first one is a couple months ago in the spring, they basically took their enhanced DVR service, which was previously being charged $10 a month, and they added that or included that now as like a standard feature on all plans. So the point is, previously, if you did not have enhanced DVR, there were programs where you could not fast forward through ad breaks at all. In order to do that, you had to pay extra. You had to pay $10 a month extra for the enhanced DVR add-on. But now you no longer have to do that. So the enhanced DVR is now just a basic, feature in their base plan. However, on the website it says that you cannot fast forward through ads on live TV. It only mentions that you can fast forward through ads on the wording they use as cloud DVR recordings. So I don't know. I haven't been able, obviously, to test this out yet, but the situation that, say, I find myself in or other people find themselves in is, you start watching a football game sometime after it has started, whether it's like, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, and then you fast forward through the ad breaks or between plays when there's just downtime, timeouts, nothing's happening, to maybe eventually catch up, to live TV. So if you're recording that game and then you start watching the recording, will you be able to fast forward, through the ads to catch up, to live action? I don't know the answer to that question. Or if you just start watching the game late, but it's like, some services allow you to just kind of restart it even if you're not recording it, will it allow you to then fast forward again through the ads to catch up to live action? It sounds like for the second scenario, the answer is definitely no. But for the first scenario, again, I'm not sure one way or the other. The other thing, too, that I found out about Hulu with Live TV is technically they have a plan which is $1 a month cheaper than the standard base price. So the standard base price for Hulu with Live TV, for the base plan, is $70 a month. And that plan also includes now subscriptions to ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. So you get Hulu with Live TV, you get ESPN Plus, you get Disney Plus, $70 a month. However, they do technically have a plan which is $69 a month that does not include ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Now, for most people, like, saving $1 to not have those 2 things probably isn't worth it, because those services on their own, ESPN Plus and Disney Plus, obviously cost way more than $1, and especially when you combine both of them. But if you don't care about those services, or if you're somehow getting those services through some other mechanism for free, like maybe you're getting it for free as part of your cell phone plan, or for some other area that's covering it, then you can technically save $1 a month, I guess, plus sales tax if you're charged sales tax, by getting the cheaper plan that only includes access to the Hulu with Live TV. They also have a sports add-on, which is $10 a month. Currently, the base plan is limited to 2 streams, unlike most of the other services, which have 3. Again, we're not we're excluding Sling and Orange, which is only one, but the other services, most have 3 streams or more as the number of max simultaneous ones. And so now, since the enhanced DVR is standard on all plans, the DVR that they offer is in limited space in terms of hours, but again, you can only keep programs on there for 9 months. Basically the same amount of time as YouTube TV. They do also still have the unlimited screens add-on that you can pay an extra $10 a month for, and that will give you an unlimited number of simultaneous streams on your home network only. It also increases the number of streams outside of the home network from 2 to 3 as well. Next, we'll talk about FuboTV. So what has changed in the last 6 months for them? Well, there were 2 things that happened fairly recently, both of which were bad. That's why they're negative, highlighted in red. First is they used to have a plan called the Starter Plan, which was $65 a month, and it had the exact same channels as the next higher plan, which was called Pro. The only difference was it had less DVR storage space, and there was also one other change as well. But in terms of the actual channels covered or carried in the plan, they were identical. Just the starter plan was a bit cheaper. Oh, the other difference was the number of simultaneous streams was less on the starter plan compared to Pro. But again, it was a little bit about $5 a month cheaper. The other negative change that FuboTV had recently is that they are one of only 2 providers that currently offer 4K content, YouTube TV being the other. But they had always, until recently, included it, for free in the base plans with no extra add-on cost. However, they are now moving the 4K content for new subscribers only to the Elite plan. So the point is, now there are just 2 main base plans, whereas previously there were 3. You have Pro at $70 a month, and you have Elite at $80 a month. So Elite does have more channels than Pro does, because Elite includes the extra add-on, which is normally $8 a month. And it also includes, there's another add-on that's not sports related that it includes as well. And also now, as a new subscriber, if you want to watch events in 4K, you have to sign up for Elite. However, they will grandfather in, apparently, those who had signed up originally for Starter or for Pro and had been receiving 4K content for free will continue to receive that. But for any new subscribers, you can only get it by signing up for the Elite plan, $80 a month or more. There's multiple add-ons that they have. I already mentioned about Extra, which is $8 a month. There's Sports Lite, which is $10 a month. There's Sports Plus, which is $11 a month. A lot of these overlap in terms of the channels that they carry. So like some of the extra ESPN channels like ESPNU, ESPN News, ACC Network, and SEC Network. For example, the way they have it set up, those are only carried in market in like the base plan, say in Pro, and then if you're out of market, you have to buy one of the add-ons in order to get them, which is different than most of the other services. Have like ACC Network and SEC Network in their base plans. The only exception being Sling, which has a much cheaper base price for Orange, say $35 a month. Sports Plus is the one that has NFL Network Red Zone. And again, but there's like a lot of overlap with these, especially other channels like Tennis Channel and like some of the Pac-12 networks and so on and so forth. So now they offer 10 simultaneous streams in home. Again, previously the starter plan, which was a little bit cheaper, only had, I believe, 2 simultaneous streams. Might have been 3, but I think if I remember correctly, it was 2. But that's gone. So now Pro and Elite each have 10. And the DVR does have a time limit in terms of 1,000 total hours, but there is no limit in terms of how long the recordings will stay on the DVR for. So in other words, they keep them on there as long as you want, according to their website. Now, Directv Stream. What has changed with them in the last couple of months? So one negative thing is they had a price increase that was announced in January of this year, anywhere from $5 to $10 a month for their various packages. However, one positive thing is they gave all of their plans essentially, the DVR with unlimited space. So there are no hour limits in terms of, recordings and how many that you can save to the DVR. They still have the same, kind of 4 base plans. There's the cheapest one at entertainment, which is only $70 a month, and then Choice, which has most of the sports channels at $90 a month. Then you go up to Ultimate at $105 now, and Premier at $150. They do now have 20 simultaneous streams allowable, on your home network. And as I mentioned earlier, the DVR now has unlimited space in terms of hours, but it has the same, 9-month restriction that, some of the other services have as well. And last, I'll talk about Vidgo. Vidgo is not very popular compared to, the 5 previous services I talked about, but it's actually the streaming service that I've used for the past 2 college football seasons in order to watch games. So they've actually had a fair amount change in the past couple months, but most of it has been negative. So when Vidgo was originally created, they had a core plan and a plus plan. And there was a difference between them of $10. Eventually, they removed the core plan from the website, and it was only the plus plan. So like last fall, they pretty much only had the plus plan. Again, I'm talking about sports-related plans, ignoring, the Spanish or foreign language, other plans that they have. So the plus plan has gone up by $5 a month. It was $55 last college football season. It's now gone up to $60 at its regular price. And also, they've removed some channels from the plus plan. I mean, the main one that I've seen so far, and this is not college football related, but it is pro football related, is NFL Network Red Zone, which is a fairly popular channel. So that is no longer in the plus plan. That's actually in a new plan that they created, which is called Premium. So the Premium plan also now includes DVR service. The Plus plan did not include DVR service and basically has never had it. It's only had like an on-demand, like 72-hour playback thing, which is not like a true DVR. However, they have started offering, at least as of today, 3-month like prepaid discounts for both plans on the website. So in other words, you prepay for 3 months, the overall total you pay is less than what you would pay, on a monthly basis for a 3-month time period. So now their 2 base plans are Plus, which is currently $60 a month, and Premium, which is $80 a month. However, if you prepay for 3 months at a time, then the Plus plan comes out to $53 per month. It's basically $159 total. And the Premium plan, if you prepay for 3 months at a time, it comes out to $66.33 for 3 months, or per month, basically for 3 months. So that comes out, it's like basically, I think it's like $199 total for the 3-month time period. Both of the plans allow 3 simultaneous streams, and it was kind of difficult to find information on the DVR, but it appears to have unlimited space, meaning there's no restriction in terms of how much you can store on it for recordings. But it does also appear to have the same 9-month limit that many of the other streaming services we've talked about in this video have as well. So that's just a brief overview, again, of the various streaming options that are out there for college football fans. Once it gets closer to mid-August or late August, I will release my updated college football guide to cord cutting for the upcoming season, both in text form, on the website, or obviously, I do it as a PDF as well. But I'll also make another video which will go into these streaming services in more detail and give recommendations and talk about specific conferences and also other things to be aware of as well. So if you like this video, obviously please, click the like button or subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions at all about anything related to college football, cord cutting, and so on, send me an email. You can find my email in the description of the video, or post a comment on the video itself as well.